What is up, everyone? Sorry for the froggy throat. I'm not sick or anything. I just got over getting sick, but happy Friday. Love it. So, just a heads up, tomorrow night, bench night, Saturday night, will be the drawing for the 500 sub giveaway. Freaking awesome. My dad's going to be here. He's going to camp out here tomorrow night. It's going to be awesome. I don't know what's going on in my throat. But anyway, getting to today's video, we are going to do some wrenching. I am going to be kind of combining three vehicles. So this guy is going to go brushless. I'm going to take the Lizard out of Snakebite. And because I don't want to retire Snakebite as a truck, I don't want to retire any more of my trucks, but anyway, I'm going to use the Lizard out of there. I'm going to keep Snakebite brushless, but I'm going to reconvert this back into brushed, and I'm going to take the brushless Surpass motor out of here, stick this ESC into Snakebite, and then this is going back brushed. So yeah, I could take the whole works out of Snakebite, whatever, but for now, I'm only going to take apart one truck, two trucks. So, let's get moving. Rolling, moving, whatever. Let's get rolling. Alright, so this beginning part of this thing going on here, I'm not going to say a whole lot because everybody knows how to disassemble a truck, or at least I hope everybody knows how to disassemble a truck. So I will chime back in the reassemble process, and yeah, so be right back. Alright, so now I am going to I'm attempting to see if I can put this in backward, just because I was going to try to keep the ESC in the same spot, but then I quickly realized, nope, it's not going to work because of the battery tray. So back to the original way, like everybody else does. So here guys, I am checking for clearance on the frame to the motor, because in a lot of places, a lot of times it tends to rub on the chassis rail. So now I realize that this wire is rubbing on the motor as well, with the zip tie there and everything. But anyway, most cases this motor will rub on the chassis rail with this type of motor mount. This motor mount is from Shapeways, and if I had it on hand I would have used the motor mount from Tech, but this motor mount setup always tends to rub on the chassis rail right there by my finger. So now I found a little bushing. I can't remember what it's from, but I put that bushing right there to tilt the motor back, to cock the front end of the motor upward so it will not rub on the chassis rail. And here you can see I got it all installed. I'm putting the screws back in, and yeah, it works really well, guys. Putting that little brass bushing in there, I wish I could remember what it's from, but at the moment I'm drawing a complete blank. So this goes together just like all the other installs. I got a tutorial. I'll leave a description. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can resource that if you need to. But for the most part, this goes together pretty simple. So yeah. So here guys, I noticed that this battery tray is not going to fit because it is going to run right into the pinion gear right there in the front. So that is going to have to be trimmed up, and I'm going to do that now a second, and yeah, we'll be right back. All right, all trimmed up, and as you would see, there's plenty of room in there for the gear to spin freely without rubbing. And now we have to tape up the ESC to stick to the front of the battery tray. And now we are all taped up, and all we have to do is install the ESC and the battery tray. So here guys, I am removing the shock tower slash body mounts from the rear of the truck, because taking the ESC tray out of the front to clear the motor, I have to have something to mount my shocks to. So I'm going to use these shock tower slash body mounts for the same purpose in the front of the truck. I'm going to mount my shocks to them, and I'm going to stick my magnets in them for the body mounting. So here guys, you will notice I'm mounting this body mount slash shock mount to the same side of the truck as the one that is still on the rear of the truck. And that is because if you notice that little hole on the top of the one in the rear, that has to be facing the front of the truck when you relocate it to the front of the truck, in purposing the body mount location. By flipping it around 180 degrees, it will line up perfectly with my magnet mounts on the bottom side of the body. So here guys, I realized that this nut I'm trying to place on this bolt for the magnet mount is not fitting. So I quickly realized I have to take this all back off, take the shock mount slash body mount back off so I can make room and modify it to fit the nut. So now that I have this bracket, shock tower mount, and body mount all modified, I am just simply mounting it to the front of the truck. So here is showing you the exact process that I had to go through in modifying this shock tower slash body mount bracket. I just gotta shave it off with a razor blade just to make room for that nut for the magnet mount. And boom, just like that, we have all of the body mounts slash shock mounts ready to go. Just slap this one in the truck and we're off to the races. And boom, it is on. So this thing, guys, that I'm putting on right now is your standard stock ESC tray that I cut down in half from a future build or a past build. I am going to use it in this aspect for a mounting plate for the Fury Tech Lizard. And boom, we have the battery strap in there, and now we are mounting back on the body. So stinking sweet. We are almost there, guys. And boom, we have it mounted up. So here I realized that the ESC is mounted too high. So I'm going to have to relocate it. And what I'm thinking of doing, as you will see here shortly, is mounting it right up in there in the top of the cab. Ta-da! Works perfectly. Now we just have to make sure it sticks in there. Look at that. So stinking sweet. And now we have to unplug all the lights and relocate them to plug into the new location of the ESC. Wires all relocated, ESC relocated. Look at that, all plugged in, looking pretty. Freaking sweet. And now we are going to rob the Lizard, Fury Tech Lizard, out of Snakebite to put into USA1. Alright, so now we are going to be mounting the Lizard into the truck. Yeah, pretty simple. Just gonna kind of lay it back here on the cut in half ESC tray from a stock scx24. And yeah, gonna zip tie it right to it. Should work awesome. Alright, now it's just routing of wires. I really hate doing this. Trying to make everything all neat and tidy. But eventually we get it figured out. So let's take a look and see what happens. right, so now we have to install a jumper for the Fury Tech Lizard. Boom, done. Now, next up, we have to install one for the steering servo. It's alive! Look at that. We have power. So stinking sweet. Look at that. So cool. It lives. Now let's see what is going to come out of putting drive shafts back in it. Ta-da! And now the slow crawl test. So cool. Alright guys, so that is gonna be it for this video. So again, check the description below for this week's shopping list. So yeah, I did do the math on what you should have left over from last week, but I forget it and I lost the paper I wrote down on. But you should be sitting pretty good as far as your budget this week. Should be over 50 bucks. Yeah. Again, thanks for tuning in, and tune in tomorrow night for bench night Saturday night. It's going to be the 500 sub giveaway. Freaking cool. Crawler baller out there up the ante and donated mofo portals. So you will be getting stickers, rims, tires, my t-shirt that I made for my channel, and mofo portal. Thank you, Crawler baller. Really? Crawler baller. So yes, it's gonna be freaking cool. My dad's gonna be here. Gonna be awesome. Tune in or be square. So again, thanks for tuning in for this video. It's kind of a lengthy one, but hey, got the Surpass and UAS1 now, so that's freaking pretty stinking sweet. Hit the subscribe button, smash the bell, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.